Good morning. It's Monday, 30th of May 2016. I am Darsha Ponnambalam and you are listening Athavan News. The main highlight of today's Daily Mirror says, join hands with service organization to explore avenues of cooperation. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Governments in the world should engage in partnership with the service organization to explore greater avenues of cooperation. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said yesterday. The Prime Minister, speaking at the International Rotary Convention in South Korea, said service organizations could also act as an oversight body on the function of government establishments in their field of expertise. This, he said, is already happening in India, where a public trust is overseeing some of the programs of the Indian University Grants Commission. No doubt that this would mean government establishments would need to pull up their socks, leading to greater efficiency and productivity. Another highlight says, UN to eradicate polio. The United Nations, together with its partner Rotary International, is on the edge of eradicating polio. Its Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said yesterday. Mr. Moon, who was speaking at the 107th Convention of Rotary International in South Korea, said the disease was 99% eradicated in the world. The highlight in the middle says, 11-year-old girl shot and injured. The Kalnava police said the 11-year-old daughter of a businessman was injured, having been shot by an armed gang on May 28 during a failed attempt at a robbery. There's a highlight says, CM Nasir condemns boycott by Rai forces. In a letter to the President and the Prime Minister, the Eastern Province Chief Minister Nasir Ahmed condemned the decision taken by the Rai forces to boycott events he attended. The CM went on to say the decision made by the forces was political, whose leaders appeared to have joined hands to look at the issue from the limited perspective of protecting the offenders within their ranks and not from the broader prospect of establishing truth and justice. The highlight at the bottom says, alert for landslide risk if rains continue. The National Building Research Organization yesterday said if the prevailing weather condition continues, people living near the mountainous areas in Ratnapura, Nuvarelia, Kekol and Kaltura districts to be vigilant on the possibility of landslide risk. With that story, let's move to the highlights on Ceylon today. The main highlight says, GMOA holds for Rajida's head. Request President Sirisena to take over Health Ministry. The Government Medical Officers Association has called for the resignation of the Minister of Health Rajida Senaratne yesterday, requesting the President to take over the ministry. The GMOA further noted that Senaratne is not compliant or open to science anymore with matters pertaining to the Health Ministry. The GMOA added that a strike will take place on Tuesday, 31st of May in state-owned hospitals in all districts, save those affected by floods and landslides. The highlight at the top says, denies GMOA accusations. Rajida holds their bluff, will not be bullied or intimidated by GMOA. Minister of Health Rajida Senaratne said that he is not afraid of the Government Medical Officers Association's attempts to intimidate him and medical officers, and that ministry will make appointments based on the post-intern appointment list for 2016 on 6 June. The highlight in the middle says, Aranayake search operations continue. We have recovered 27 dead bodies and a further 21 parts of dead bodies at the site of the Aranayake landslide up until now. The Army media spokesman Brigadier Jainath Jevira informed Ceylon today yesterday. Jevira also said that these search operations are still being conducted and that they will not be stopped in the immediate future due to the fact that they are still in the process of recovering more and more bodies. The highlight at the bottom says, resettlement of landslide and flood victims. The government has proposed to provide land in protected areas to those evacuated from landslides areas and those subjected to floods. The State Minister of Lands, T.B. Ekanayake, said yesterday. Finally, I am taking a quick look at the highlights on Daily News. Rajida GMOA at war. GMOA cannot decide my appointment, but I can decide their appointments. The battle between the Health Minister and the Government Medical Officers Association heated up yesterday as Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne refused to deter by threats to strike and calls for his removal. Another highlight says, Norway Foreign Ministry State Secretary here. Norway's Foreign Affairs Ministry State Secretary Tor Hatrim is scheduled to visit Sri Lanka from May 31st to June 2, the Foreign Affairs Ministry stated. The highlight in the middle says, Quarry accident kills 1, injures 2. One person died while 2 others were seriously injured in a quarry accident in Athavan yesterday morning. A lorry driver and 2 minors sustained serious injuries due to falling boulders while 2 others escaped unhurt. There's a highlight says, wife of CEB worker who died while on disaster relief work rewarded. Power and Renewable Energy Minister Ranjit Syambalapatiya has taken measures to provide a permanent job opportunity at the CEB to the wife of the CEB worker who died in an accident while engaged in disaster relief activities in the Aranayake landslide area. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and join us tomorrow too. Thank you.